A space where the stories and traditions that matter most to us
get told by us.
We're students.
We're storytellers.
We're documenting the craft
The culture.
And the traditions that are important to us.
through our own eyes,
In our own words.
No outside voices.
No filtered narratives.
just real stories from the inside out.
This is the Blue Oama Project.
Aloha, I'm Namele Kapono. I'm from Keaukaha. I started dancing with Halau Kekuhi when I was 5 years old, and I'll be 25 next year, so that's 20 years. And this is my family's halau, so it kind of came naturally to move with my family. Me personally, and I think our halau, we prepare mentally and spiritually for Merrie Monarch. The day of the hi'uwai kapukai, we'll wake up early before the sun rises, go down to the ocean or to a river, wherever our spot is, and then we'll dive into the water. And the purpose of that is to ho'oku'ua, to release any inhibitions, any negativity. And then when you come out of the water, you start your day with a fresh slate. It's important because hula is a lot more than just the physical. It comes with the spiritual and the mental and the emotional. And it's really important to take care of all of those aspects so that you can show up physically to your fullest potential. It's important to pass down these traditions to younger generations because we are like the fire keepers of these traditions. And so if it's not us, then it kind of just stops with us. And there's a lot of traditions that have stopped with our parents and our grandparents. And so when you dance hula, you kind of have like a i'ini or like an eagerness to pass it on to younger generations. And it's also really exciting to see like your younger cousins doing what you used to do and you see yourself in them. And so in our halau specifically, we have a lot of kids who will run around and then they'll just pick it up naturally.
I would say first off, Merrie Monarch over the past 63 years has become this focal point for the culture, and it's allowed the culture to flourish and advance, especially when it comes to chanting, choreography, and even this practice of kumuship and halaus. That over the 63 years, you can clearly see a progression that has happened. And for me, as a hula practitioner and a hula aiha'a dancer, I've been dancing for 30-something years now, and I've gotten to see the choreography from each of these different kumu hula that compete in Merrie Monarch progress immensely. My favorite memory of Merrie Monarch, it has to be dancing on Ho'ike night every year. I'm not sure how many more years my knees will allow me to dance, but there's nothing like that feeling of walking down the ramp and, you know, the skylark or kimokahoano calling the name of your halau kekuhi, and then the crowd goes wild and you go up there. And I would say just layering onto that, the fact that it is a stadium that's named after my grandma, as well as this is a practice that my halau has been doing for 6 to 8 generations now. And so there's so much community connection as well as deep tradition, family tradition, that all accumulates into that one Ho'ike night performance.
I am the creator of Leo Nauna, and it comes from my name, Ku'ule Maile o Nauna. What led me to be a lei maker is that I danced hula with Halau na Lei'iwa o Kualoha under the direction of Kumasami Young. To make leis because when you grow, you learn the basics and you want to learn more. With dancing hula, you want to grow and expand your ike. And with expanding, we learn how to make leis and implements. With making leis, we get to learn how to do the protocol of when to gather native plants and what not to do and how to take care of them. And it added meaning to our mele because we got to learn how our ancestors did it. And now I'm making leis because I want to give that aloha to everyone else. This Merrie Monarch 2026 was my first year ever selling leis because ever since I was young, I've always danced hula, watched the performances, and just admire every like all the hula dances during the competition. This season was not my hula season, my hula era, but my lei making era. Merrie Monarch was like a jump start to my business, Leo Nauna. I had the opportunity with Kokawai Lei. She created this hui where we can sell leis and build upon each other because we're all young lei makers. So this hui is called the Lei Hui. We were at the Gila's Palace Theater. We had a tiny lei fridge where we had lei po'os, lei a'i, that were all handmade by young lei makers. And that was impactful for me because I got to meet other people who made leis and all have different backstories from me, and I got to learn from how they create lei. So it's mostly lei po'os and stuff. You know, how to take care, what other florals or foliage they put, because I specialize in natives. And this year I got to work with some florals, and it was just ultimately fun, and it was a part of me that was networking. It's not all about money for me because it's about community. Hula is storytelling in dancing, and because as a lei maker now, it is more than just the movement of things. It is what they are wearing, what they are adorned with, their facial expressions. It's not just the movements. Like, yes, well, pua, but like specifically, their lei is roses. So like they're telling the story of Lokelani, and what is Lokelani a part of? Maui. So it is all just tying together, and it's just, it preserves our culture because we have to tell the next generation what our ancestors taught us. So I think through lei making, storytelling, what we put, like the mana'o and the ike we put in making leis, and like it all has meaning. So I think that's part of also storytelling. It's passing down to the next generation because that is what our ancestors has taught us.
Aloha, I'm Kumu Sammy Young. I am a kumuhula for Halau Nale Hiva Hiva o Ku Aloha, and I uniki from Kumuhula Re Kaikila Ulani Fonseca in 2007. Passing down tradition is extremely important for all young people because they have to know where we come from. They have to know where our people are, how we've evolved, and what they can do to better our community. If we don't have culture, then we don't have identity. And in order for us to have identity, we have to know where we come from. And that comes with a culture. Without culture, you are nothing, in my opinion.
My name is Hui Hui Kanahele Mosman. I was born into this family of hula practitioners, and therefore I'm in this practice to carry on the line of traditional hula. And hula is, my auntie once said that she only does hula. All she does is hula. And I want to say the same thing, because that's what I do. I do hula. Everything else that I do stems off of hula and the tradition of hula. And that's how I've lived my life I am 57 years old, so for 52 years I've lived my life. Commitment is one of the values that we teach our dancers. It's important for them to consider their kumu as the source of this very this very ancient yet foundational tradition. And another value we teach our dancers is the value of health and well-being. As you see, our dances are very physical. And dancers need to be not only healthy physically, but also healthy spiritually, mentally, all-encompassing well of what we call mauli or mauliola or optimal health. When something in that chain fails, you can see it in the way they dance, in how they put themselves forward, in the way that they chant. You can see that there's a chink in that chain of well-being and health. So that's another value that we teach our dancers. So those are the two most important values I feel that we teach our dancers here in Hanaʻo. Merrie Monarch Festival has been in my life, has been there all my life. It is the way that we present our art to the world. And there is no other event like the Merrie Monarch Festival in the world. It is the premier hula competition. And since it's been around all of these years, there's all of these other things that have stemmed off of Merrie Monarch. And so it's not just, I mean, those 3 nights are the heart of the Merrie Monarch, Miss Aloha Hula, Kahiko, and Awana. And that's the heart of the Merrie Monarch competition. But it's a week long of events, of culture, of tradition, of language, of Native Hawaiian art. And so it just, like I mentioned before, it's the presentation of our culture to the world. And I don't have any, there's no words to thank the Auntie Luana and her mother, Auntie Dottie, and then her and Auntie Luana's family with Kathy as the next one to take over. There's no words to show my appreciation toward them for doing this year after year after year. And yeah, and Merrie Monarch Festival is a time when we can present our culture as deeply rooted in environment, deeply rooted in language and art. And I think every hula person should, I mean, even though they don't, maybe Merrie Monarch hasn't been a pleasant time for them, they have to appreciate in one shape, form, or form that Merrie Monarch is in existence.